Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
So everybody guys, in the second video let's take a look at the gold market. So because it's a really interesting situation here, as we have talked about it in the weekend, it's really a lot of patterns, and probably we should get good patterns for trading here in a few weeks probably. So we will start from the hourly chart and then gradually we'll turn to the high time frame, to the daily. Just it will be a bit easier to explain some concern that we have here. So those of you who read our weekly report could recall this picture, because it's almost the same as we have talked about in the weekend. So first stage of our plan on the hourly chart has been completed perfectly, because take a look. On weekend we said that market probably on Monday will move slightly higher to complete the OP target of this AB equals CD pattern. As soon as this will happen, it's very probable that the deep retracement will happen, and we will be watching for 12:20 area, because this will be first reaction up after the long-term bear action. As market has formed a bullish reversal swing here, usually the retracement stands deep. Besides, here we could recognize a bit head and shoulders kind of shape pattern exists. So this left shoulder head, that could become right shoulder. That's deep retracement. Anyway, even with no relation to the hand shoulders, retracement probably will be deep, because this is first reversal swing and market still stands under pressure of the bearish momentum in the market, and that's why this lead to the deep retracement. And that will be the first point where the traders could start to think about taking the long position, because if market indeed will turn to the upside by this shape of this kind of the pattern, this reversal should be right at this area. In this case, we will get, if this really will be correct, we will get the next, so using the fractal development of the situation, large ABCD, that will lead us to the next resistance. So that's the first level, 1235, retesting actually of the previous bottom on the daily chart. In this case will be next confidence resistance, 1245. We have talked about it in a weekly report. So there we have put all levels, targets on the daily chart, on the follow time frame chart. So all few confidence resistance you will find on the charts in the weekly report. But currently, guys, we have some concern that our prediction here will start right from this point. So first of all, take a look at a few minutes here. We could get the bearish grabber that could be formed. But not this one is problem. On the hourly chart, everything seems very good, because take a look. So indeed, market has completed this retracement. Now it shows first strong bounce up from this level. So if you have taken the long position here, now you could protect your position with the break-even stop or something of that sort. And you should use these tactics every time when you're taking the position with no clear patterns on your back. So because right at this point we do not have clear bullish reversal patterns right at the bottom. So that's just the level. And when you intend to take the position here, you better use strong levels for doing that, and placing not too extended stops. As soon as market will starts response on this strong level, move your stops to the break-even. So that's important. But currently, maybe we will not get the grabber. As you can see, acceleration is continuing. But anyway, the problem even not with this grabber, but with the pattern that we have on the daily. And so here we have discussed the situation that we are talk about in the weekly report, and currently totally matches to our scenario that were put on the chart in the weekly report. So probably I could try to show you, but you probably remember that by yourself. Here's our hourly chart in the weekly report. Our ABCD OP stands slightly high. Here we have forecasted the drop right back down to these lows, and then you can see upward reversal here at this point. Now if you'll take a look at the price action that we see right now, that has been completed. The market is turning up right from this point. Now let's go back to the problems that we have on the daily chart, guys. Take a look. We have the bearish grabber that has been formed recently, right on Monday. So when we have talked about this scenario, we haven't got yet this pattern because that was on Sunday. But right now we have the bearish grabber that suggests taking out of these lows. What does it mean? It means that it will not cancel the possible response and upward action here, but it could adjust the pattern that will stay as the cornerstone of this reaction. Because currently, guys, we're at weekly support. It's a weekly major FIB support. We are at weekly COP, an agreement area. That's a real strong area. We are daily oversold, so I don't have the oscillator predictor here, but we have talked about it on weekend. Market is daily oversold as well. So reaction up should happen, but major concern by what pattern it will be triggered. Our first scenario suggests this price, this kind of action. Here, guys, by the way, this will be the bread and butter. So we have the thrust down, first reaction. After that, retracement will follow. So that was our first scenario. But at the same time, existence of the grabber here tells that maybe market will show another drop back to the lows, maybe wash and rinse, and it could lead to appearing on the 4-hour time frame chart. We could get double bottom pattern. That's really possible. So maybe minor reaction here will happen. I don't know by the support that we have on the hourly chart. But grabber, it's kind of the warning pattern right now for us. So if you are taking the long position here, this market will start to move up here, move your stop to the break even, because you have the grabber that suggests the dropping further and taking out of these lows. That's the moment that I would like I need to warn you about today. So this is important. So it doesn't mean that you can't take the position here, because sometimes happens that grabbers fails. It's also just a pattern, and it could fail as any other. But this brings some uncomfortable situation on overall price behavior here. So don't forget just to protect your position. So if you take position long position here, move your steps to the break even, because market right now shows very good response up according to our scenario. And keep in mind this grabber. And as I said, again, just to repeat, that grabber will not destroy the chance on the possible reaction. It will just change the pattern by which this reaction could start. So initially we think that could become the hand shoulders here, kind of the hand shoulders. But appearing of the grabber increased chances that it will be not the hand shoulders, but kind of the double bottom. So it's left part of the first bottom that could become the second bottom, as market suggests taking out of the lows. Just keep an eye on the development of the situation.